The story begins with Marybeth Dunstan stumbled into the Jefferson Parish Police Department, bloodied and disoriented, carrying the scalp of Victor Crowley, the infamous supernatural killer who had terrorized Honey Island Swamp for years. Despite her insistence that she was innocent of the murders, Sheriff Fowler immediately placed her as the prime suspect. As he headed out to the swamp with the paramedics and fire department to investigate the scene, he left Deputy Winslow in charge of the station until he returned. Meanwhile, Fowler's ex-wife Amanda, a journalist and an expert on the legend of Victor Crowley, arrived at the station to interview Marybeth. After hearing her story, Amanda revealed a shocking truth. Victor had been cursed to relive the same night over and over again until he got what he wanted, his father, Thomas Crowley. Amanda believed that Marybeth was the only one who could put an end to Victor, since her bloodline connected her to her father Samson, who had been involved in starting the house fire that killed Victor as a child. At the swamp, the body of Victor was bagged and put into a water ambulance, but he suddenly reanimated and massacred most of the first response team, leaving only Fowler and a few others alive. Meanwhile, Amanda convinced Deputy Winslow to release Marybeth from jail, so they could help save those in danger at the swamp. Back at the station, Amanda, Winslow, and Marybeth obtained Thomas Crowley's ashes from Abbott McMullen, Victor Crowley's racist distant cousin. As they made their way to the swamp, outside the burned-down Crowley house, a SWAT team led by Tyler took over the operation from Fowler and headed towards the Crowley house. However, Victor was able to kill most of the squad, leaving only SWAT officer Dougherty, Andrew, and Fowler alive. Meanwhile, Amanda, Winslow, and Marybeth arrived at the swamp just in time to witness Fowler's brutal death at the hands of Victor. They managed to obtain Thomas Crowley's ashes and called out to Victor, who refrained from attacking when he saw the ashes. Marybeth offered Victor his father's ashes and apologized for what her father had done to him. When Victor approached to take the ashes, however, Deputy Winslow mistook it for an attack and shot him down. But Victor rose back up, killing Winslow and Amanda out of rage. He then grabbed Marybeth and impaled her on a tree branch, severely wounding her. Before he could finish her off, however, Marybeth smashed the urn over Victor's head, covering him in his father's ashes and causing his body to begin melting. With her last bit of strength, Marybeth grabbed one of the SWAT team's guns and blew Victor's remains away before collapsing. The National Guard arrived, and Andrew emerged from the boat unharmed, signaling the helicopters. In the last scene, one final shot of Marybeth gasping for air was shown, leaving her fate unknown. Despite the violence and horror, Marybeth had finally put an end to Victor Crowley's reign of terror. The legend of the swamp monster would live on, but the people of Honey Island could finally rest easy knowing that Victor would no longer haunt their nightmares.